Okay, so let's create a motion blur. I had to cut the second part as well because I don't want to run these parts over more than 30 minutes or so. Okay, so let's create a motion blur. Come down here beneath the bone layer too, the bone layer. You must be on frame 0 first, frame 0. Create vector and let's name it motion blur, motion blur, motion blur, and click OK. Drag it all the way down within the bone layer. Drag it down, just drag it down somewhere here. It should be inside the bone layer, not outside the bone layer. Okay, motion blur. Now come here over the draw tools, click S on your keyboard, then create a rectangle on top of the character. Okay, now this should appear. Click A on your keyboard or come here on add points to add a point wherever there is a bone. Add a point here, left click, add a point here, add a point here, add a point here, add a point here, add a point, and add a point here as well. Okay, now click Q on your keyboard, then click inside the motion blur effect that we've selected. Come here on effect, left click, gradient, and click here the next segment here. Click it and choose and drag. Okay, cancel first, cancel. Let's make this motion blur start from the feet. Click this, drag it down, left click, drag it down, click the upper one up to the head. Okay, now click the icon here, should pop up a window, and click the first timestamp here, color stamp here. Let's make it a gray like color. Choose the color that you want depending on the color of shoes that you've selected. Left click down here to add another one, click and choose the color of the shoes. Okay, let's move it backward a bit. Click another one here. Let's choose the color of the pants. Okay, click, add another one here, color of the shirt, like this. Let's drag it all the way up here. Drag. Next, click another one, color of the hand. Something like this. Okay, let's add another one here to balance up the shade. Okay, add another one here, left click, the head. Okay, let's say you're done with the colors. You can choose whichever colors that you are interested in making. Click OK. Let's try to render a preview of it. Control R on your keyboard. Okay, just okay. Let's move the motion blur on top beneath the bones. On top, drag it on top here. Top, just under the bone layer here. Okay, so what we can do here is click B on your keyboard first. Click G, click G here on the color points to here. You can click click it using K, then go up here to the color panel and make them transparent. Click OK and double tap on the motion blur. Let's change the blur radius to about 20 and the opacity to about 80%, and click apply. Okay, Control R, let's see how it looks. Okay, it's quite blending in. It's blending in a bit. Let's try to increase. Double tap. Okay, opacity to about 90. Let's give it 30 here. You can give it according to how you prefer it to be, but as in for me, I'll just leave it like this. Okay, for me, I won't go into depth. Okay, say you are done creating the motion blur and you've blended the motion blur. Now click on the G, select 2. Okay, start with the B. Let's bind the points to the character. B, select the bone, then G, select the points and come here on this icon where it says bind and bind points. G, B again, select the bone, B to select the bone, left click, and G, grab the points, come here, click bind, B to select the bone again, G, select points, bind and bind points again, come here, B, select the bone, G, select the bone, the points, bind points, B, select bone, G, select the points, bind points. Okay, just like that. So I want to move this point here, so I'll just use T, just drag it a bit here, move it a bit here, move it a bit here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so click B, points, G, grab the points, click bind and bind points. Okay, let's select this point as well. G, B, select bone, grab, select these points here, or the top points, and click bind points. Okay, should be moving together with the motion blur effect. Okay, I think that's it for the motion blur. What we can do now is make the character move, but before we do that, let's click on one here, click on the motion blur so that it shouldn't be visible at this point where he's talking to the double click, then click on visible, apply. Okay, so it won't be visible throughout here until he starts running. That's when it will be visible, somewhere here. Okay, here somewhere here where it starts running, let's click visible, apply, and okay. So it will start showing when it starts running. Control R, preview, motion blur. Okay, looks perfect. So what we can do now is make the character move. So for the character to move, we have to go back from 0, click group, add a group, let's just call it move, and click OK. Then drag the bone layer into this folder that you've created, close it, and click M. You can play the frame 1, click pawns to manipulate it. Now, since the character is not moving, so we won't move anything. When he starts running, that's when we start moving. That's running. Let's click in here. Then I have to be on the other frame. Click here, make keyframes, stamp keyframes here. Let's click keyframes and let's check it somewhere here. So let's make him move, run up to here, somewhere here. Okay, let's move it back and see if he's running.
On my way, Captain. Stay put.
Alexander Jakes on the beat.
Okay, I think he's running weirdly. So what we can do now, let's try to move this back.
My way, Captain. Stay put.
Let us speak. Let us speak. Do you copy?
Let's preview.
Let us speak. Do you copy? Somebody just started the tutorial. We need to secure the perimeter. Let us speak. Let us speak. Do you copy?
I'm on my way, Captain. Stay put.
Okay, this looks fake. So what we can do now is go back the bone layer here where it starts running, and hold, click Alt Grid, the Alt button, then left click, drag these keyframes. Click down option and drag. Jesus, this is so pressing now. Okay, let me just pause the video for a second, try to figure it out. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Haven't touched this software in about years now, so it's kinda slipping off my mind, but okay, let's try to do what I was trying to do. Let's highlight this. Let's try to, I think I might have found the solution. Highlight these points where we click the cycle and click the option button and squeeze the keyframes. What's happening again? Hold grid drag. I think I did solve this problem, but it seems like I'm not done solving this problem. Okay, I'll get back to you again. Okay, the solution is holding the option down key, then click drag to compress them. Okay, so now we should
Let us
be
speak.
running
Let us speak. Do you
fast.
copy?
Let's
Let us speak. Do
preview.
you copy? Somebody just touched the door. We need to secure the perimeter. Dr. Speed. Dr. Speed. Do you copy?
I'm on my way, Captain. Stay put.
Okay, that's good. It's good. Now let's try to move him from here. Okay, added the keyframe. Let's go somewhere here and click and shift drag. Let's see. Let's preview.
Stay put.
Okay, he's running fast but he's walking slow. Let's try to move it a bit.
Send the jigs on the beat.
Let's try to move it back a bit.
Stay put.
Alexander jigs on the
Something like this.
Captain, stay put. Captain, stay put. Captain, stay put.
Alexander jigs on the beat.
Captain, stay put.
Alexander jigs on the beat.
Okay. Now we can do what we can do now is just mess up with the camera. Speed. Okay. Let's just add. Click in here. Add the camera. Click in here to add the keyframe. Should add keyframe somewhere here. Okay, it added the keyframe. So we can move to the next frame. This is just a way of cheating. Move to the next keyframe. Manipulate it. So that when the camera is coming, reaches here, move this side. And here you can add a keyframe. It should be switching. And moves back here. Now what we can do is drag the camera back, all the way back, and then let's manipulate the move too. Let's move him back. Just trying make it cool. Let's
Dr. Speed. Dr. Speed, do you copy? Dr. Speed, do you copy? Somebody just touched the door. We need to secure the perimeter. Dr. Speed. Dr. Speed, do you copy?
I'm on my way, Captain. Stay put.
Alexander Jakes on the beat.
something like this. Let's move him somewhere here again. Just somewhere here in the middle. So what we can be doing is just be playing with the camera in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, just like that. So I'll just quickly go through with this. At least guys, you've learned something. Just be messing with the camera, just like that. Dodging some things. Just like that. Okay, once you're done with this, again click all the bones, Control A, Control freeze, and Control F to freeze. So that you should make him like he's jumping, like in a jumping motion. You can click here on the move tool, M, click move, set timestamps. Let's drag them back while we created this. We can now make him like move like he's jumping. Like in a jumping pose. Let's click Z to manipulate him a bit. Z to manipulate him. like he's jumping. Something like this. Just a weird pose. Go back, move. Let's rotate him a bit. Something like that. Okay, let's say you're done with your animation. Let's just do one last thing here. Like my poses to be organized. Undo, click Z, animate. And to change the pose of the hand, you can come in here, go to the hand, right click. Let's make it a fist. Find the left hand, right click, fist, just like that. Okay, thanks guys for watching. This is the last part of, and one last thing, let me show you how to render. If you want to export this as a video, before we export it as a video, let me just pause this part and click a part where I can show you how to create a background, or we can just add in a background. Due to time, we can just add in a background due to time. Let's click in Anime Studio, file here on top, import scene background, and add something like tone ring. Let's see how it looks. Something like this. I'll just put it underneath. Okay, let's give it a bluish type of color, just like that. Now to export this, you have to go File, Export Animation E. This window should pop up, and you can choose the file, but by default we use H.26 AAC. Click on there, entire animation. Okay, these are just okay. You can click OK and save the video how you want it to be saved. I'll just click yes, and thank you guys for watching. This is the rest of the tutorial series that I prepared for you guys. Hopefully this should change the way you animate, and this is the rendering. It should be rendering now. To render everything, you can leave it to render. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be posting more videos on how to create 2D animations. Be sure to ask in the comment section below if you want to learn new things, and I should be preparing a course on 3D animations, which I might release soon on the channel. Please be sure to check out my new videos. I do animate using Android phones and PC as well. Check out my videos and check out my playlist beneath the video. I'll add it in the description. Thank you guys for watching. This is where I would like to end my video. I won't let it render. I'll export it and show you guys the output of the video after it's done rendering. Thank you very much for watching. Stay blessed, stay true to your creativity, and always stay sober. Don't do drugs, kids.